guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah, this is No BS Beauty. So I thought I'd review the Remedy Skin 15% Vitamin C Brightening Antioxidant Serum, which I actually got in this little set. So this is half the size that you would normally get, but I'm right about at the bottom, so I thought it was time to review it. This little set was pretty nice, so I'll try and remember to link to it below if I can still find it. Comes with a half size of the vitamin C serum. It comes with a cleanser and a moisturizer, so it's kind of a nice little set to try a few of their goodies out. So I reviewed a couple of their products in the past, their brightening serum as well as their retinol serum, which both I really enjoy. So chance to review this, which I'm wearing today underneath sunscreen and foundation. So, okay, so they say this lightweight serum delivers the benefits of multiple products in one step for visible results without the guesswork. It clinically is tested for sensitive skin, fragrance-free and gentle enough for nightly use, brightens, protects, and strengthens skin from daily environmental stress. So you can certainly use this day or night, whatever you prefer. So, okay, I'm going to go into the top 10 criteria and we'll give it a rating. And really quick, check out my website, nobsbeauty.com. I will link to that below. Check it out. So, okay, so first criteria is packaging. This comes in a glass pump bottle, which I actually like. The nozzle turns, so you can turn it off or on, but the nozzle's nice. So some nozzles end up with a little dry, crusty thing at the very end, which I'm frustrated by. This does not have that, so I like that. It's very nice packaging. It's not an airless jar, but it's a pump jar, which is nice. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, there's none of those. There's also no fragrance and no noticeable scent or smell. I've got one product I'll review in a day or two here. That's another vitamin C serum that does have a strong vitamin C smell. This does not have any smell. So this one's manufactured in Canada, so no issues with that. So ease of use, here we go. Slow down, Sarah. There we go. So it's got a really nice serum textured, lotiony serum texture to it. It's not like a traditional ascorbic acid serum, which would typically be either really watery or kind of greasy. This one's just a nice lotiony serum texture to it. Soaks in really nicely. It doesn't have any stickiness or tacky finish to it. So I'll apply this in my morning routine before moisturizers and sunscreens, but after cleansing and toners. Feels really nice for oilier skin. This might be enough to use without needing like a special serum over it. Typically, when I do my morning routine, I'll cleanse, tone, I'll apply my vitamin C serum, then I'll apply another hydrating serum, moisturizer, then sunscreen over it. This one is on the more hydrating side, so I don't need that separate step of a serum. And sometimes on certain days, depending on what sunscreen I'm going to use over it, I don't even need a moisturizer. Sometimes a moisturizer is too much because this offers a lot of hydration just in one step. So, but once it soaks in, it sets to kind of a natural, I would say slightly radiant finish that feels nice but lightweight on skin, doesn't feel too thick or anything like that. So definitely if you have oilier skin, you might not need any other steps besides sunscreen over this. It offers a lot of hydration all in one step. So vitamin C is kind of a different animal though. So some vitamin C serums can be very greasy depending on the formulation, especially if they use ascorbic acid. Using different types of vitamin C, then you can use different formulations. But if it's ascorbic acid, it's going to be really greasy or really watery. So just depends, and that kind of depends on what steps you use next, depending on your skin type and all of that. So, okay, so in terms of beneficial ingredients in here, we've got, so they used a vitamin C derivative called ethyl ascorbic acid, which is actually, in terms of vitamin C derivatives, one of the best known derivatives for brightening up skin. So I think this has helped brighten up my skin a little bit. And it may also have collagen boosting benefits. The main benefits of ascorbic acid in and of itself, brightening, UV protection are two of the main ones, antioxidant protection, protection from pollution, things like that, and boosting collagen production deep down in your skin if it's at a proper amount in pH. So ethyl ascorbic acid is a little bit different because it's not as studied as ascorbic acid, so keep that in mind. But in terms of brightening, the ethyl ascorbic acid is one of the best derivatives for that. So it's got aloe juice in there, which is soothing and hydrating. You know, I never noticed this ever, but when I was at the grocery store a couple days ago, I noticed aloe leaves. I don't know, I'm sure they've been there forever. I just had never noticed it. And anyway, so aloe is great for you. So great for your skin. People drink it. They put in smoothies. Great for soothing. It's great for hydrating. Yeah, it's good for everything. So Okay, we've got hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant for hydrating skin. We've got allantoin, which is a great soothing ingredient. We've got panthenol, another soothing ingredient. We've got an ingredient called escin, which is a skin soothing, redness relief, swelling, and puffiness beneficial ingredient. So it helps with soothing, it helps with redness, helps with any puffiness as well as swelling. So interesting. I don't think I'd come across this ingredient before. So we've also got another ingredient called butcher's broom extract, which is a potent vasoconstrictor, which means it narrows the blood vessels and increases circulation and microcirculation. So it may be a good toning ingredient, or great for oilier or red skin that tends to get very red. So that's another ingredient I'd never come across before. We've got centella, which is a great soothing antioxidant ingredient. We've got yeast proteins, which are said to help stimulate collagen production and helps reduce fine lines and also helps with elasticity. We've got marigold extract, which is a great anti-inflammatory ingredient. Vitamin E, great antioxidant. Ginger extract, soothing ingredient. We've got superoxide dismutase, which is an amazingly strong, potent antioxidant. We've got ergothioneine, which is another great antioxidant. We've got Baphyta ferment, great soothing probiotic. A couple more, ferulic acid. We've got ectoine, great antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, bear repairing, reduces sensitivity. Turmeric for soothing and brightening, and then licorice extract for soothing. And last but not least, green tea, which is a great antioxidant. So this is a great daytime antioxidant serum. I don't really think I typically recommend using this one in your evening routine. It's a great serum for daytime. To be honest, if you used another ascorbic acid serum, you could probably theoretically use this even over it, I guess. I didn't try to do that, but I guess I don't see why you couldn't do that in addition to giving your skin some beneficial antioxidants. So, okay, in terms of animal testing, this is cruelty-free as well as vegan. In terms of performance, so it's a really nice serum. It's got a nice lotion texture to it. Here it is, kind of soaked in, kind of has a radiant finish. My hands are very dry, so sorry, very dry, but gives you a nice finish. Feels really nice and smooth and silky on skin. Doesn't feel tacky. It has no smell. I know that's a lot of typical common complaint for a lot of people with vitamin C serums. A lot of them have a strong smell. It's not very pleasant, so this does not have that at all. So it's got a nice option for that. Great for dry skin days, dry weather days. Sometimes in the summer, or not in the summer, in the winter, vitamin C with its low pH and high percentage of vitamin C serums sometimes can end up leaving your skin feeling kind of dry sometimes. So this one's really nice because it doesn't do that at all. It's a nice option for that. So people, I will say, reading some of the reviews online, some people with sensitive skin did report irritation and sensitivity from this specific product. I saw a handful of reviews that mentioned that. I'm not exactly sure what specific ingredient could cause that, but I just wanted to mention that. So if you have super sensitive skin, I wonder if it's too many antioxidants. I didn't really see any ingredient here that was like a red flag to me, but obviously they're putting a lot of soothing ingredients into something with a lot of antioxidants, so people must have had some sensitivity to some of the ingredients. Maybe it's the vitamin C, maybe it's the superoxide dismutase, maybe it's the turmeric. So I do notice that they threw in a lot of soothing ingredients that I don't normally see in vitamin C serum, so I thought I wanted to point that out just in case. Might be worth picking up the trial size in case you are sensitive. So I didn't notice any issues myself. So I did microneedling, was it a couple weeks ago, and I will say 2 days after microneedling, I applied this and my skin did sting a little bit, but that's normal with any vitamin C serum. So, and I didn't have any rash or reaction or anything like that, just stung, but that is to be expected after microneedling. So thought I'd mention that out. But it's great daytime antioxidant, brightening, anti-aging product. For acne-prone skin, the only ingredient of note is squalane, which is nice. Price, so the price didn't print out, or I didn't put it in there, but it's moderately priced compared to some of its dupes. I don't know, sorry guys. I think it's $29.99.
I'll put it in the video.
Cameraman will put it in. So yeah, and if I can find this little set, I'll put it in there, but it's more affordable than a lot of other products, so I didn't consider it to be cheap, but I didn't consider it to be super expensive. So In terms of the it factor, so it's a great, nice non-ascorbic acid serum, but vitamin C serum for winter or fall. For dupes and alternatives, I have a few. So the first dupe I have is actually No BS Vitamin C and E Serum, which would not be me, because right about the little bit after I started my YouTube channel, came out a skincare brand called No BS. Now they changed it to, I think, Live No BS, so not me, but anyway, they seem great. So the Glow Recipe Guava C and Ferulic Dark Spot Serum and the Mad Hippie Vitamin C Serum all are the closest dupes and alternatives to this. I really quite liked it, to be honest. In the summer, under sunscreen, on a regular basis, I prefer ascorbic acid. You can probably tell that, but this is a nice option for if your skin's sensitive or if your skin's feeling super dry. It adds some nice moisture and soothing benefits as well as brightening, but ascorbic acid in and of itself is brightening. So I'm partial to ascorbic acid, but I do like a good derivative serum. It's formulated well, and this one's really nice. I would also kind of compare it in a way. It's not a dupe at all, nor is it very similar, but it's the benefits and ingredients, I think, remind me of the Niode Survival Zero, which is just a great antioxidant serum. Well, not being an ascorbic acid serum, it's just great for daytime protection. So anyway, with a 10 being a perfect score, I have this in a 10, even not knowing the price.
Whoa.
Wild, yeah. So, so I gave it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy it. Certainly will pick up a full size of this, and stay tuned. In the next day or two, I've got another vitamin C or another brightening serum. I'm always looking for brightening things. So anyway, curious if you've had a chance to check this out yet, and if you have, what your thoughts are. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for more tomorrow.